Yo, yo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Boba Fett, uncensored on the internet, with episode 26 of Splinterlands 101. Joining us as usual, co-hosts of the show, finest gentleman who ever lived, Matt Clark.
Howdy.
Here's Matt Clark. He's one of the finest gentlemen that ever lived.
And Geo McNeo, Geotrix. And our guest on the show tonight, KOMC or Comp, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Alrighty. So we usually start off each episode just asking people how they came to be on Splinterlands. Like some people come from a gaming background, some from investment, some from blogging, vlogging, and then who were on Steam, Hive, and then got onto Splinterlands. What was your pathway onto Splinterlands, Comp?
No worries, sweetheart. So I, for about 20 years, was a personal trainer. So I trained mass monsters. So basically what I did was I feed them lots and lots of food, grow them into beasts, and I've done that for a long period of time. So I did that and I trained myself for over that period of time. But I decided, that because of lockdowns, well, it wasn't really my decision, was it, Mr. Fucking government, per se? But anyway, side the point. So I was just like, well, let's try to find something else that we can do with our period of time during this time. So I stumbled on Splinterlands, and we moved on from there. And I was quite impressed, and I quite liked spending my time using that and doing that. So I did that. I found a lot of other projects on the way that were like what you call them shit coins or shit projects that just lose you money during that period of time. So I just diversified, and everything that their projects have said that they've done and said was true has been true during that period of time. So I like the trust of the project, and everything else has been it. So it's the only one that I found that actually done what they said they'll do. So that's my basically long story, as in short, because I don't like to diversify things. I just like to be straightforward, like as per se.
Yeah. And so this was like your first experience of play to earn, or like you tried some others that just didn't work out, and like this is the first one that came true?
Well, I stumbled on Splinterlands first, and then I found all the others, and I made a shit ton of content as I was making them and doing them. But like I said, it was actually Splinterlands that I found first, and I was sort of lucky to find that. But I found it later. I probably would have, if I could per se manipulate time slightly, I would have wanted to find it earlier. But I found it when DICE come out. So, that's how long I've been playing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So a little bit longer than Geo then. And you're already competing in the champ level.
Yeah, I try to do what can be done at that period of time. Just try to play as best as my ability.
Would you say that the fact that Agro and Yabba have doxed themselves, that we know their full names and where they live, do you find that that's something that helped to reassure you as far as the doing what they say they were going to do aspect?
Well, I actually didn't even inverse and in depth in that, so that's a new fact that I actually learned. You learn something new every day, so that's quite good. But no, I didn't actually have that. The thing was just from trial and error, and actually seeing, when they say they're going to release something this time. If they don't release it, they at least have the Monday, night release of the town hall, and letting you know what's happening with the project, so that helps a great deal, if you understand what I mean, by giving extra security constantly, what's happening with the project at that period of time.
Yeah, the town hall is so transparent, isn't it? I mean, have you ever seen anything like that in any other project anywhere?
No, you don't.
Yeah. And was this your introduction to the world of crypto as well, or were you into crypto prior to?
No, I was into crypto beforehand because I've mined for a long period of time. So the transition in between that, and to tell you the truth, I pulled back all my mining and I just diversified more into Splinterlands and into other type of NFTs like that, instead of actually mining, because I've seen that proof of work, because of Ethereum, they're releasing a difficulty bomb, and the difficulty bomb is making it harder for you to mine as a GPU. So it's more likely that if you're an ASIC miner or a bigger company, that you can earn more profits and profit more constantly by doing that.
Yeah, the world of mining has certainly changed too. Gio and I, you and mate, years ago, I was living somewhere else, and he started mining Bitcoin. He actually bought like a miner at the time. This is far out. Gio, what, 8, 9 years ago? And yeah,
Profits
it's
then.
like
Good
he ended up, he had to stop mining. He actually sold his miner for 1 Bitcoin, but he had to stop mining because what he was mining wasn't covering the cost of electricity. And it was share house, so we're all complaining about the price of electricity bill every month.
But that's good for him though, at that period of time. Not good for them.
Yeah. Because it just, it wasn't worth something, and at that point in time, we still didn't know if it was ever going to be worth anything. But at the end of the journey, he's done extremely well. Good on him. But from that point, just simply with the laptop, with a miner running plugged in, to nowadays, we just got farms of servers in China and stuff like that. It's just Bitcoin's beyond the average person.
Yeah, I think I had about 36 of them, but then I ended up getting rid of a few.
So what's your mining projects then, Com?
Well, like I said, at the moment, it's totally pulled back. I haven't, because I know we're about to go for another bear market, and this, I think, is now my 3rd bear market. So I know how the market reacts, if you understand what I mean. So now is the time to accumulate, not financial advice like everyone dribbles out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Entertainment purposes only.
Oh, yeah. As they say. But yeah, no.
Let me go put my face mask on.
Be a bear. Yeah.
Sorry, it's my
Oh,
coof.
we've got to breathe in between that. If they know our half sense of humour, I think most people don't get the Aussie sense of humour, do they?
I think most people watching these types of videos are onto the whole scam. Yeah. The
Well,
crypto
it's not a
space, people come into crypto because they've recognized the fiat scam. So if you're onto that, you're usually onto everything else as well.
Of course. Yeah, well, it's more the bleed. It's just the constant, like you get stabbed and you just, oh yeah, just take my blood as you bleed, and that's good. Yeah, just take some more. It's okay. I don't mind about that.
Because they're all drinking it, you know that, yeah.
Same as your freedoms, as per se.
Yeah.
Let's not be pretty cool.
We copped it pretty hard. Gio and I are both in Victoria, Melbourne, or was as referred to now as Danistan. We copped it pretty hard during the lockdowns here. Yeah.
Yeah, you copped it bad too. Yeah.
Adelaide's too far behind. We only just got the recent Mad Max movie, Beyond Thunderdome.
It's interesting.
Yeah, Tina Turner's just making it the top 10 because of that.
Yeah, no, hey, dude, like, honestly, it's interesting that you bring up the mining and how Ether's making it, harder on the algorithm to mine more, right? And they've also done that with Ergo, another coin that I'm mining at the moment. But I'm still mining it just because why not, right?
But Ergo's a mineable coin, so it shouldn't have done that. Ergo is designed to be mined for miners.
That's right.
It's not designed for anything else. That's the way the Ergo is designed.
But they've just released something that slowed the rate at which people can get, mining rewards for,
Well, I'm not aware of that yet. I might have to check that out. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, no, all good. Anyway, where were we going with this before?
I don't know. We're meant to be talking about Splinterlands and other stuff.
Well, it was a gateway. I mean, that's how you got in, with the statewide tyranny. It's like, not allowed to leave my house. What can I do? And
Yeah, that's basically what was the phenomenon. But I will say one thing: in between that period of time, I sold some cards, and I'll tell you right now, if you sell them cards, you will regret it. Save them cards. Save them cards.
I've
tell
seen that
me,
over and over again.
what did you sell?
Some dice cards. That's all I got to say. I'm not going to dribble on it because, like, you know, if I actually said it, your mouth would drop as well. So we'll just leave it as that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got into Splinterlands when it first came out, when it wasn't even a game, it was just collectibles. And I
Wow.
started collecting some alphas and betas, and then
Yeah.
I just stopped. And I took like a year off or something. Just man, if I just kept collecting those alphas and betas, or I didn't even think of it as an investment prospect back then, but the packs themselves, like Bitcoin's bouncing at the moment 18 to 20k, but you mentioned it's the bear markets come and go, but the price of packs of alpha and beta cards, especially the alphas, I'd never even thought about holding packs of cards. Just there's so many opportunities within this game beyond the game itself.
Yeah, you get shocked. You don't realize the opportunity that's there before it's gone or before it's even actually there, if you understand.
Yeah.
Before it's begun.
Yeah, of course.
And then there's the SPS airdrop that like came out of nowhere. That's the year's almost up. We got like a month left or something. So I've been holding on to my chaos packs for the airdrop points. So at the end of the airdrop, I'm looking forward to opening those, but I'm going to hold on to 10 regardless. So I'm always, if I want more later on, I'll buy some more, but I want to make sure that any given point in time, I've always got 10 packs. Because I started, in fact, it was talking with Matt on Discord that even he was talking about, I'd never even thought about, because I was talking about leveling up my alpha cards. It's just beyond my price range to even do that now. And he says, well, maybe you might want to buy a pack, rather than trying to get a card, buy a pack. Well, how do you buy a pack? So, Hive Engine. I had $150 for a pack that was paid $2 for. Wow, I mean, that's some serious exage that you don't see in any other sort of coin on the market.
That's
Sorry
my
to
advice at the
interrupt you.
moment.
If you okay, go. You're right.
Just saying that's my advice to no coiners at the moment is, people who've asked me, what's good to buy in crypto. I don't want to hear about it when the price goes down. So I just tell them to buy packs and you'll wait for 2 or 3 years. What's going to happen, right? The current edition is going to sell out, and so it's so easy because they're never going to come and tap me on the shoulder and go, I bought this for $4 and now it's $3.50. So I don't have to worry about that, right? It's not a question of whether it'll go up. It's just a question of how long it will take to go up.
And how much
and then when it does go up, it can really hockey stick up. Yeah, absolutely.
Cycles both ways. You got up and downs.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when we were talking with Matt and I found out about the alpha packs, I thought, okay, I'm going to start hodling some dice. This would have been about the same time that you came in then, Comp, because it was dice packs. I thought, okay, I'm just going to buy 1 pack a week. And I had 3 dice packs when the dice sold out. But I've still got them. I've got 3 dice packs. But I don't want the same thing to happen again this time. So I'm going to make sure at any given point, I've always got 10 Chaos Legion packs. Yeah.
He looks excited though.
130,000.
Yeah, got like 130 Australian dollars from that one chest. And I was like, yeah, sweet, 45 packs. How good's that? I can add that and, yeah, dude, sweet. I can keep building my collection.
You struck
that one chest you showed in Discord the other day, were 18,000 deck out of one chest.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, Bob, it was 180,000.
Oh, was it?
180,000. Yeah.
180,000.
45 packs. That's what I transferred it to. 45 packs.
Now I see what you mean. Because I thought you were talking about an accumulation.
Oh.
Wow, 180 Oh
Yeah.
man.
Follow the zeros, Bob. Follow the zero trail.
Wow, 100 far out.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
Mind blown.
I'm really looking forward to end of season, which is like less than 2 hours away.
That's the
I've
guy.
got 48 diamond chests coming my way. So remember Matt last episode, you sort of set a goal for 30. I says I'm going to try for 40. Got 48.
Smashed it.
Yeah. So I'm
Smashed
looking
it.
forward to opening those. Hell yeah.
That'd be awesome.
So you noticed like you've got like a few accounts and you're playing at the championship level. What's your experience across like different levels?
Mm.
With your
Well, I'm
accounts?
very sort of half new to it, so I'm in and out. I'm trying to look now. So here we go. So what do I got? I've got one diamond account at 36. I got a champion account at 44. I have a silver account at 62, and I have another champion account at 37, and silver account at 54. And if you'd like to see that, you will see it very soon on my YouTube channel. Hopefully, if we don't deal with this hacker. But yeah, that should be out soon.
You want to give your YouTube channel a shout out there? I mean, I'll put the link below in the comment section, but what's it called?
We'll just keep it quiet from now because
Okay.
I'm dealing with this hacking problem.
All right.
This is the second time I've dealt with it, and if that's the case, I'll just start a whole new channel. I really don't care because I only do it for fun. So if they, want to be petty like that, I really don't care, and I'll move on. If you understand me.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, no, yeah. Anyway, side point. Sorry about that, Bob. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Keep going.
All good. So Matt, any questions here for our guest?
So when you're giving those numbers, are you saying that's where you are on the leaderboard in those
Chess.
leagues?
No,
the
that's
chests
what
coming
chests
in
I'm
season.
getting for each different
Yeah,
thing.
okay.
He's
I-
having a
I
party
was
tonight.
so
He's having a
half
party
burnt
tonight.
Yeah.
It's like I
I
can't
was so
imagine.
Yeah, I was so half burnt out. Like, I am not going to do it another season. I think I'm just going to concentrate on 2. I've played like 5 or 6 accounts, and it was just because I was excited about the new rewards. And I'll tell you what, there's no way, no sucker to sad. It's not going on. If you understand me, it's not happening. So I think I'm going to concentrate on 2 and just punch it out with 2.
You'll
'Cause
burn
it's-
out doing that every season.
It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of good people burn out. You've got to take care of that and keep an eye on it. For sure.
Yeah. Because I want to keep the guilds going well, and and so that's why I just concentrate on 2. So then I got one for each guild. So yeah.
So you're running multiple guilds? Did you say?
No, only 2.
No.
Only 2. It's just one. One my starter guild and one my main guild. They're still all the same guild. They're under the same thing. It's just that that's why I said I'll just keep running the 2 accounts instead of running the extra 3 accounts on top of that I have been running. It's too much. Yeah.
I have trouble because I have my main account and I've got an alt account that originally started for drug wars, which I still do. Still build my buildings and collect my. But when they first, and this is like how easy people can just go off the rails when they haven't got a good sort of plan laid out. It was based on Steam at the time, and you were actually making Steam, and like there was like thousands of gangs, which is like clans or guilds, and there was lists available. People were sharing lists on Discord of inactive accounts to go and raid them, and it was a whole community based around this game because you were making like some good money on the game. And then let's come up with our own token, and it was called F. Apparently, the F token. I can't remember what F stood for, but we all had our own idea what F stood for. And then the game just died. It just died. But never know where that token's going to go, and it costs nothing to just every day just log in and collect my points, build my buildings.
I still play it.
Yeah, so I've started playing. I don't have enough CP to go beyond it. So every focus, I delegate my spares because I've got a lot of cards who've got alphas and betas. So the highest one I keep on my main account, and the lower one I delegate to my alt account, which gets me to bronze 1. So I can't even get into silver on my alt account, but that's okay. But at the end of every focus, I undelegate that splinter back to my main account and then delegate the new splinter for the new focus. But I'm running gold 1 on my main account and bronze 1 on my alt account. And that's enough for me. Just doing 2 accounts like that. So I couldn't imagine running. And there's a couple of people in our guild, Drop Bears, who run like multiple accounts, and it's just like it would do my head in. I just couldn't imagine.
2 is a good number. You start increasing more than that, and it's too much on you. Unless you have bots doing it, but you know, that's a totally different subject.
So actually, on like, do you have any? Have you got yourself any plots or totems or anything, Com?
I do not have a great deal, and I really think that I need more, especially by owning 2 guilds. I really believe, I could be wrong, this is per se, I believe each guild will need at least 1 land to help display everything that's half being said, if you're sort of half paying attention, if you understand what I mean. But you know, that's all hearsay for now. But the more land I think is going to be the better, obviously, you know, especially, you know, I just really believe that, you know, the project and the way that it's gone was gone good. So, you know, I'm very bullish on land, but it says I need more. I haven't got more. That's me being honest.
Yeah,
Just so you know,
one plot.
That feeling doesn't go away.
Beg yours, mate. I missed that.
Sorry, saying that feeling doesn't go away. That I need more land feeling doesn't matter when you have more land. It doesn't go away.
So even if you got 1 or you've got like 10 million, it doesn't matter.
If you, it doesn't matter. If you, it doesn't go away.
It's the same as when you got $1 in your bank account, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on land, Matt, just again, you just have to say your updated number on land plots that you do have.
I haven't added any. I haven't added any more. I think I'm still at 2113. I certainly haven't sold any. Yeah,
I wouldn't want to sell any either, especially in a down market.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to part with them anyway. So
model time.
113 plots last I remember.
So 2,113 plots Matt has.
2118.
Yeah, maybe we should all our guilds that are close and we all just sort of talk to each other. We should make a guild community and claim all of our land at the same time, so we own all of that, so we can rule every mother bastards.
Yeah, well, we could do an Australia claim where we just go, right, everybody at exactly this time. We'll all claim at exactly that time, and then we'll have a big Australia clump.
Maybe if you could like look at if it comes
we
out
rule
like a
this
chart,
area.
actually have a shape of Australia.
Right down the southern end, upside down.
And my 1 plot down the bottom, I can be Tasmania.
And I feel the same way at the moment. I want more. I want more too. I'm more concentrating on maxing them Chaos Legion cards out, so I can have 1 of each, and then I'll move on to the reward cards, and then move on to the next. And okay, now let's accumulate all my land.
So are you focusing on, like, do you want to focus on Diamond League, let's say, like in the future for when the new structure of leagues are around, like wild and modern? Do you want to focus on the modern side?
My brain always works as always. I want to be the best. So no matter what I did, so even if I was in, it's just my brain, the way that my brain works. So even if I was in bronze, I'd be like, I want to be the best.
In bronze, or just you want to get to the very end, to the very top?
End.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'd be like, I want to compete and champion always. So no matter where my brain was, that's where my mindset would be. Because in life, you know, in everything else, it's either as, you know, let's stay where I am, or let's be the top 100. And I would rather be the top 100. So let's do what it takes to have it done to be that, if you understand what I mean.
Honestly, it sounds like a personal trainer to me.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I was
That's
just
what I
thinking.
am. That's
Yeah.
what I am. That's what I've done.
well, that's what I mean. It sounds like that, you know, they're saying,
That's what I've done. That's what
Yeah.
I've done for 20
it's
years.
what you are.
So if we haven't added to the plots, how any new recruits in the Flesh Golem army, Matt?
Yeah, I've added a few. I've added a few flesh columns not that long ago. There was one that I bought off market. Somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, "I'll do it for you for this." It was like $1,400, and it was a bargain compared to, I think he had it listed for $1,800 and it wasn't selling. So he offered it to me for $1,400. So I did that. That was the most recent acquisition. But yeah, I'm just still plodding along and grabbing them whenever I can. They were down to like $11 per BCX the other day. So I think I might grab a few more at some point soon. It depends what happens with vouchers.
Was the Flesh Golem standard foil? Like just foil standard?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
gold?
just regular foil, but it was quite a lot. It was like 160 BCX or something along those lines. So it was a good.
Wow.
It was like $7.20 BCX or something. I've got the calculator out,
Okay.
which is quite a cheap deal. So it is funny because a lot of people who are buying, really it matters to them if they're 1 BCX or they want them uncombined because they've just got a few more to go. Whereas for me, I'll buy them combined, uncombined. It doesn't matter. They just go on the stack. They just go on the pile.
So
Go
you're
on the hoard
collecting,
for later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
of
collecting
course.
standard, and I thought you were just collecting gold foil Flesh Golems.
Same.
No. I've got a third of the supply of each, both regular and gold foil. So it depends what the price is like, which one I'll stack up on. So, do you have a favorite card, Comp?
No, I haven't diversed myself in per se that yet. I've heard a lot of streamers and other things of doing that at the moment. I just look at it as I just want one of each maxed out. I just want one of each, especially if I use it. I look at it as the diversity of user because I'm always a player first before an investment or before anything else. It's just the way because I love playing the game. So I'm always a player first. So if
Sounds
I'm
like
going to
Matt.
use that card, I'm maxing that card out. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to get it done.
Have you been focusing on any gold foils, Comp, for the bonus points when you win?
No,
Or
not at all. Not at all. Like I said, if I can get it in, maybe my position would change once I've been a bit more OG for a longer period of time, because it is a smart position to have gold foil cards. Very smart. But for me, at my current dilemma and what I'm at, is more better for me to have the usability for that card.
yeah,
That's the way I look at it too, man. That's
Matt's
the way I look
mentioned
at it
a couple
too.
of times. So like, if you're going to max a card out, always check on peak
Always
monsters,
check
because
every time.
with the gold foils, because you need less of them to max out, sometimes it is way more cost effective to actually max out it in gold than it is in common, because you
The
need such
price
fewer cards
discrepancy
to do it.
so little between a gold foil and a standard foil that you might as well get the gold foil.
Well,
Yeah.
Matt's
it's
found
always worth
cases
checking.
where the gold foil is cheaper to max out than the regular, because
Yeah.
you just need
Yeah.
a lot less cards. So
Mm.
always check on peak monsters if you're going to max out a card. Just it's worth checking first. Yeah.
Let's own them first in one division, and then we'll move on to the next one.
So where are your plans from here moving forward into the game? You're going to diversify onto the blockchain, or are you strictly a Splinterlands gamer?
No, I'm just more a Splinterlands gamer. Like I said, I've played with other projects in the past. I got burnt, like I said, but yeah, no, I just play with that at the moment to see how we go with that. I might, during this period of time is a good time to maybe get some what do you call it? The B coin, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. OG.
The B word.
Yeah, the B coin.
Yeah.
If we're not getting Splinterlands, we're getting that, one or the other, during this period of time.
Yeah. I've been like just watching it bouncing from 18, and I'm thinking, is 18 going to be 18K going to be the bottom? Is it? Because Hive did a little pump earlier too.
It went back up, didn't it?
Yeah.
You might get down to 10, we might get down to 6, but it doesn't matter. It's going to go back up after a period of time. 3 times in a row this has happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, it's what was that dude you shared with me, or actually shared in channel? Was it AMC or what is it?
Um, oh, I know.
Just when he's talking about Snoop Dogg, but it's just
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah. Him.
yeah. I
Um,
can't. He looks a little bit like Jeff looked when he first started, you know, before the grey hair and the beard and stuff.
yeah,
But he's funny as he's
yeah.
absolutely hilarious.
He's
And
good.
talks about the rot of the system and how, you know, that they just love it when you freak out and panic, and you bought it 40 and you sell it 18 because you're panicking. They love it. They love it.
time and hands. Ignore it.
Yeah, look.
Ignore the FUD. Ignore the FUD.
Exactly, and the markets are too tied up to the news and the world events, right? So when something goes real south, which we're in some times of trials and tribulation, you know, that's where we're at. So if anything goes like real south, then look, everyone's panicking, and the markets also adjust to that. So that's where we're at.
It's funny on the feed on my phone. I mean, I don't actually have a TV. I haven't watched TV for youngsters. If it's a good show I hear about, I'll download it and watch it. But I get the news feeds on my phone. I'll just skim through the headlines, and every now and then there'll just be this massive Bitcoin FUD, and always at the same time, you know, there's this asteroid heading to Earth and solar flares from the sun. It always just all at the same time, space FUD and Bitcoin FUD. And then sure enough, it just down it goes. It's like, how do people?
It's because they got to get the
buy this
negative with
shit?
the positive at the same time, you know, to make the dynamic follow along and be sheep bear.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. But just
Exactly.
do the complete opposite of what you hear on the news. Do the complete opposite of what the government tell you to do. You know, that's the inversion rule.
And when they want
You
things
can
to
be
go back up,
complacent
we'll
without
only
having
hear.
to.
Sorry, go on.
You're right.
Yes, and when the opposite happens, you won't hear any FUD. Everything's good in the world, and markets, you know, gain trust, and everything's the best. Nothing can ever go down again. And once you're at the top, oh my God, there's a war. And then, you know, back down we go, you know, or something.
Yeah. The Pfizer report comes out, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
the war in Russia and Ukraine. Everyone's talking about that now.
Do the
On
opposite
that
of what they
point-
say,
Sorry,
and
Matt.
the people they say are your friends are your enemies, and the people they say are your enemies are actually your friends. That's another.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Inversion. Yeah.
All right. So as a bit of a tradition on the show, we like to do a bit of battling. And to kick the ball off, Comp shared with us one of his battles. So we're going to take a look at that. And then Matt and Gio are going to go toe to toe. But let's have a look. First of all, at Comp's battle. All right. So Comp, tell us a bit about the lineup here and what the plan was, why you picked this team.
Well, I just tried one speed up, and I tried to do an assassin on the opposite side with a higher damage card with another speed up, and I tried to use a piercing at the same time to get through the front tank, but we'll have to see how it goes.
Alrighty. And Kitty, man, I had like two summoners end my win streaks. Kitty and Yoden. Every time I see them come up, it's like there goes my win streak. So Matt, what's your take here on this lineup?
Yeah, I like anything that doesn't attack the tank when it's coming up against Kitty. So where I can see he's put a snipe there and a sneak, which is great to not attack the tank, because with the extra speed and the tank heal, particularly if they've stacked other heals in the back, then going up against their tank with the Kitty is always a bad idea. So yeah, attacking the back is good. I would have liked to see more sneaks or more snipes. So either focusing entirely on snipe or entirely on sneak. That little Naga assassin up the back end there, you miss her a couple of times, and that well, I can never remember the name. The attack back, the backlash, that will wreck you quick. So there's a bit of armor there, but I would suggest that missing her is going to be a big part of the problem. And that Djinn Inferni could well suffer from the sniper, from the lone boatman. That's a really cool possibility, but I think speed and the heal on that special dragon up the front there, I think it's just going to be ridiculously hard to get past.
Yeah. Because he's gone with shields, armor for protection. We've only got one magic that's gonna cut through that. But the blast in rule set could help with that as well. And yeah, just all Kitty's buffs. It's always hard to win against Kitty. All right, so let's have a look at this. Gio, any views on the lineup? Anything to...
Well, yeah, that Desert Dragon, right? I think the one that Comp has at the front. If it attacks, it's deadly, right? It could do a lot of damage. It really can. But that's if, right? Like the speed of and the flying as well of Palicore Conjurer, you know, if he attacks it and he hits it, I reckon he could win. However, the other guy has Silver Shield Assassin, so if he's able to like shred through Naga Assassin and she doesn't like dodge anything and all that, yeah, I think with the repair, with the extra shields that your opponent has, Comp, could be real. Could
Devastating.
become a real, yeah, and he's got you know, he's got tank heal on that on that, yeah, he's got tank heal, he's got cleanse, not that he has to deal with that. Time mage, yeah, so slows you down a bit, although that doesn't really matter, you do have Kitty. So
should come in handy though.
yeah, I think if he lands the hits, he could win, but if you also land the hits as well and he doesn't strip your back row or something, I think you're gonna win. So yeah, look, I'll just honestly, first glances, I'll say you, just like if I'm looking at this, if you know, yeah.
Yeah. And again, like Matt said, we've got some sneak, we've got some snipe. So the damage is going to be scattered.
Oh, and this is blast, yeah.
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 Yep. I really feel like another snipe here would have probably been the go. A second snipe, Dwarven Wizard, one of the, you know, something else to double snipe, because particularly in blast, particularly when Kitty's healing their tank, that's but
makes it beneficial here.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020, isn't it?
And I feel okay, I feel a bit silly because you can't miss anyway. All right.
No, because I got True Strike.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And this Sinistry would have
That's
loved
not
this
the
as
point
well.
of it.
+2 from Kitty, plus we got Swift here. Definitely the gospel of speed. So let's see how this goes.
I really don't know.
Started
Hey, and
straight from the start.
not that. Stun and knockout. Yeah, okay, I like that combo. Yeah, that's cool. Trample.
Trample's so good when it happens.
It's
It's like bloodlust in the brawls, you know, like
it's the best ability.
one point short and someone else takes him out. It's like, oh.
And you see it happen and you're like, just do it again. Just do it again. And you're like another gladiator ball. That's the best thing, brawls.
Yeah. And that's what's
compared to the game itself, I love brawls so much more. Like if
the gladiator cards, huh?
Oh yeah, of course. They're so
I picked up a Cora in my last pack, so I finally got a Cora.
wow.
All
So
right.
yeah, he took you from back to front.
Yeah, the mother bastard knocked me down more.
I think just it's been a little bit more magic heavy to get through his shields. Could have made a bit of a difference there. All right, Gio, you ready to get a lesson from Matt?
Sure am.
Let's see this.
All right.
I'll send it.
I'm excited. Pumpage. Let's go.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
excited.
who's
I'm nervous.
that dude on the adverts? Kevin, I'm excited that he's selling cleaning products or something. Kevin,
Yeah,
something.
big
Toilet. He sells the toilets.
Yeah.
Leave me, Kev, alone.
I think he died.
Did he?
Shh.
Yeah.
Hey,
Did he get too excited? Did he get the clutch shot and have a
Maybe.
heart attack? Get too excited.
What am I, a doctor?
Yeah, I know.
Myocarditis.
That was like the driest humor if it wasn't real. Like, that was so dry. He's like, yeah, I think he died.
No, I'm pretty confident he
I
did.
reckon it's
Oh,
hilarious.
no, he didn't.
You didn't?
Oh,
I was being hopeful, positive thinking, but yeah, I don't got no idea. Maybe he did.
So we
We've got a
got
couple
back
of
to
famous
basics.
Kevins, haven't we? You got that I'm excited Kevin, we got Kevin Bloody Wilson.
That's the one. That's his name. You got
How-
it. True. You got it. Took a
Now,
bit.
Kevin Bloody Wilson was a comedian.
That's the
There was
one.
this advert
toilet
on
bloke.
TV with a different Kevin. He was
He's a
selling
funny bloke,
cleaning
wasn't
products
he?
and he's going, I'm excited.
That's it. He did. That's what I tried. I couldn't even picture the words as I was saying it. But oh my god, you visioned it. You delivered it. Awesome.
all right. Let's see what we have. I've submitted team
All right.
since it is back to basics and no ranged. It's
Nice.
sort of a honestly, it is sort of a lackluster, but sort of match. But hey, we have to use. We got to
What
be
happened
objective.
Back to
Yeah,
basics
yeah,
sort of
you
robs you a
have a
bit, doesn't
trend.
it?
If I remember right, in your last video, you had long hair. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, my partner shaved it because I told her to, and she said,
Do you know
Yeah,
what? Mine did the same thing. I used to have this long-haired thing growing at the fuck of my head, and it was like a Tom Poe. You remember Tom Poe out of Kickboxer? It was like this long thing growing out the back of my head, and she says, "Nah, you are not growing it anymore." And she cut it off, and ever since then, about 2 or 3 years, we ended up getting married. So not long after that, champion, congratulations.
yeah, like I don't go to the
Congrats,
hairdresser
bro.
anymore. Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't
Married.
go to the hairdresser. It's just
Yeah,
like
that's-
no point.
Congrats.
Thank you. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
See you battle.
All right.
What do we think?
Well,
All right, that's different
it's
for
not
Matt.
looking good.
Matt's gone for the surprise factor here, I think. 13 health to get through. And it's back to basics, so you got no sneak, no snipe. You've got to get through that tank.
It's the problem with the last card.
I reckon Matt's got this. He's got heavy
It's the
hitter
last
magic,
card.
old school cards.
But the
yeah.
13 life on that
You know
tank.
the weird thing
you
though,
have to
you've
get
only
through.
got 1 or 2 weeks, and that's not going to happen to you ever again.
Yeah, not with
You
the
got the
bottom,
pick.
the
Yeah.
ruler of seas, right? And the Little
No,
Mermaid.
the rule set, because you're going to have to pick between modern or common, so you're going to get the
Oh, yeah.
pick where you get to play.
Yeah, true.
True, and that you don't have long. You've only got like about a week or so, or a week and a half, depending on how long till the update rolls out. But once that update rolls out, you'll be able
Gonna be
to
good.
dominate that area. So your win streak will be a lot more. Then.
Well, I
You
am
won't have
happy.
to face OGs anymore.
No
No,
more
no
maths.
punts, Matt. But you know,
Hey, that was a
Alrighty.
good match.
Okay, so
you're booking
Gio,
it.
I'm going to send you one.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
Wow. I'm actually greedy to battle anyone, so
Bloodlust.
bring it on.
Lust.
if my back could work, we would like it. But apparently, my battles are null and void at the
See,
moment.
It'd be so good if it worked, man.
Oh no, it's okay. We'll breathe in, breathe out, take another breath. Doesn't matter.
Uh,
Really don't care.
shit happens, as they say.
Obnoxious.
I am
All right,
obnoxious.
so we've got
No, I mean obnoxious fumes. Sorry.
equal health and noxious fumes.
Come on, breathe
Alright.
in, breathe out.
You're killing me, homie.
Be quiet. Shh. You're not meant to get my sense of humor yet.
Oh, you're awesome. Where are we? Oh no. Oh, it hurts. Oh. What's gonna happen? I just don't know what else to do. This could go so many ways.
Try this.
Affliction.
Stop it.
Resurrect. Noxious fumes. Resurrect is your secret.
Yeah,
Yes.
try that one.
Fine.
Here we
All
go.
right, so the teams are all good to go there. So I'm going to share screen. All right. Any predictions there, Matt?
I think the Harklaw at the front is it's too strong. Too strong with immunity. Too much health.
Let's see what's
Just
going
straight up. Yeah, straight up. There is a lot of magic damage inbound,
Yeah,
but
why is
yeah, I
it
don't know.
shooting?
A lot of those,
He's minus oneing my +1. So
yeah. Now I look at it like there's quite a few cards that would normally be low health that are really benefiting from the equalizer rule set there. There's not much. Oh, I'm thinking champion as well, Diamond League. Oh, okay. I reckon I'm gonna give it to Bob actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Bob
I've got some
Smacker.
reflect there.
Yeah.
This dude, as long as he doesn't get taken out, it's going to keep hitting the same one. Healing on the
fine.
tank.
Took like 5 or
But-
6 times to click on that.
Yeah,
got
I
cleansed.
just. Of course, I got cleansed. It's not just gas.
I
Mm.
love that reflect.
I was
Is this-
gonna go.
Works well, especially
Cleanse
for
normally
the
gets
death.
taken out real early because of the low life, but equalizer keeps him in it.
And what do you got? Triage.
The reason why the reason
If
why I
you're-
chose death.
If your 50%, doesn't make him work, hits, maybe. But it didn't hit with the first strike,
Yeah,
so
no,
it doesn't look good.
it doesn't.
No. If it would have hit with the first hit, yeah, definitely it would look a lot better. That's so clutch that move.
So you see, the reason why I went with death is because I only have a level 2 water summoner, right? So yeah,
And my Jin just got cleansed, so he's going to be around for a
Yeah.
while.
Reflect. There we go.
Bit of armor there.
Yeah.
Yes.
You threw it up.
Okay, so Matt, any thoughts on the lineup?
I like Harklaw in Noxious Fumes, but there's a lot of magic inbound from Alric. So
Yeah, he's -1 though by Geo's.
yeah,
Ad.
that who's that guy? That gold foil in the middle of the lineup there, in the middle of Bob's lineup.
Lurker.
Yeah, Deep Lurker. He always wrecks me every time he wrecks me.
Yeah.
And he'll target whoever's suffered the most damage. I'm going to give it to Bob, but I don't think it'll be close.
All right.
I
Geo?
believe Bob's going to get smacked.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
move
my-
on. Let's go.
yeah,
I'm
no.
direct and quick.
Yeah, and I'm thinking the same thing simply because like I'm only going to be doing 1 magic damage.
That's it.
And it's
Your
equalizer.
reflect's only at 1. If
Yeah.
your reflect was at 2, you'd be getting smacked down in this level lane. If you have a look, your reflect down here in the bottom lane with death is at 3. So that's the only reason I said that. Otherwise, you would 100% get the opposite way.
Yeah.
That's my belief. But anyway, I could be wrong, and God bless.
Well, I was relying pretty much on the +1, which is being neutralized. So I'm actually inclined to agree with you there, Comp. Gio, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree, man. Like, I do have 2 immunity monsters though. So if it gets past that, then I have at the back, I do have a what's his face? The dude with thorns. Cursed
He's
Wintercoot.
shrinking you though each time. He's making your melee weaker.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. Look, I don't think. Yeah, I think long with
He would have been
obnoxious
good if I
fumes.
was sneaking, but I'm not sneaking. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So with obnoxious fumes, well, that's what I try to counter. Yeah.
because he's got
That's
heal.
what I
And health.
So if no one's touching him, he's going to be healing from noxious fumes each round. All
Yeah.
right, let's
We'll see.
see how this goes.
Ooh, that miss.
Yeah, deadly.
Mm.
Yeah, you can thank.
Now reflect.
And here come
Oh.
the pretzels. I always think that
There
whenever
it is.
noxious
That's
fumes
the
come
reflect.
through.
That's what I was waiting for. There it is.
At least Shin's going to be there for a while because he's been cleansed.
Again, there's 2 reflects.
Mm. And you do have phase on Assureness, which it's a problem at times. Yeah, it reflects because you got void, does
Yeah.
nothing.
It doesn't hit it, does it? That's
Mm.
so sucks. As you think it's going to do damage and it doesn't.
Just
Exactly.
that void does help for
Yeah,
sure.
It's made it not in void.
Oh, what was
So-
that? What did Harklaw just do? This dude just do?
Triage
Dispel.
Ah,
and dispel, yeah.
Yeah, dispel. So he took away your positive status. I'm not sure what your positive status was.
cleanse.
Cleanse.
Oh,
Okay.
slapped. There we go.
Look at that.
He's not going to win that. So I got slapped with my saying. Oh, well, it is what it is. Let's move on and breathe out and breathe in.
Stunned.
It's not over yet. That cursed Windeku can.
He's gone. That's it. It's done.
Yeah.
Oh,
There goes my
what?
cleanse.
The Oshana's going to smack him because of the magic.
And he's lost cleanse because of dispel. I'm
Yeah,
done. Yeah.
And Windeku's right there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh
not
no,
gonna stop.
he's still got cleanse.
Oh, that's a
We would have
such.
needed a lot.
Yeah. Well done,
Oh,
Gio.
That
Well
didn't
done.
even happen
Cursed
the way I
Wintercoot.
thought it was going to
Well
go on.
Yeah, same.
Very well
Okay.
done.
Yeah. Those
I
two
was
immunity
alright.
and the self heal.
Yeah,
Mm.
very well,
Well,
done.
look, yeah, I don't have really any untamed to deal with obnoxious fumes. So I do have Chaos Legion. I have a level 2 water summoner. So I thought with what I have, Earth was also an option, but I don't think there's many for me in having that. There's not
Yeah.
many options to cleanse and whatever else. So I thought let's go Death. I
Yeah.
have 2 immunities. I have some self heal. So
Having that
Are
one
you calling
cleanse
it
was
Sorry, Gio, are you calling it obnoxious fumes?
obnoxious, isn't it obnoxious?
just
Not-
No, it's just
noxious.
noxious.
Ick.
It
Well,
is
you know,
obnoxious, but
It is
yeah.
obnoxious.
Close,
fumes.
close, my shame. Yeah.
No, it makes sense. Yeah.
All right, so let's wrap that up then.
Yeah.
Another episode down and done. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look
interesting.
forward now to opening some end of season chests. Like that little private party at home, I guess.
I can't believe I've called it
Exactly.
obnoxious fumes this whole time.
I
Hey,
love that.
we
I love
are
it so
we are
much.
crossing that between each other at the same time. And thank you very much for making me feel better for myself feeling guilt. Woo!
No worries.
We're all Aussies here,
Right.
man. We're
Yeah.
all Aussies down under.
So anyone watching the show, like 4 Aussies on, it's
It gets a bit.
come down under. And,
Too much, aren't we, eh?
yeah.
There's different flavors.
We have sporadic iterations, as we per se, as we've been saying it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think our dialogue of a language is totally different than anyone else's.
Yeah.
So they might
we
be
use
thinking,
we use words here as a term of endearment that are quite
wow,
offensive in
that's
other
very
countries. It's like,
enlightenment.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, I like that one. That's intuitive. I like that. Thank you.
And
I have to use that to make my mental evaluation better.
I thought we used words of endowment.
No,
Endearment.
not endowment. Embedment for everyone.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Alright.
kidding.
meant
Yeah.
to
I'll
be
never
the
know with
opposite
you,
way.
man. Never know
Even
with
though
you.
we can play that we can be down way, but we need to be embedment for everyone.
All right.
Let's stop this.
Call
Review
that a
every
wrap.
That's all
Thanks-
that-
See you
Thanks for
guys.
joining us on episode 26. And remember, if you want to come on the show yourself,
energy for the positive, you got way too much positive. I'm sorry, fellas. It's a lot of positive energy. I need to deal with it.
spiraling up.
Yeah.
And if you got any comments on the show, if you want to share a battle for us to discuss or link, if you want to come on the show, drop a comment below. So remember, every week, the viewer who writes a comment that generates the most engagement will receive 10% of the post rewards. So thanks for joining us episode 26. We look forward to seeing you on episode 27. Boba Fett,
Yay.
peace out.
Oh my
See ya.
God.